Sorrel here. I want to show you how to do the layout for the flipbook. The flipbook, as we've talked about in class, is 5 inches across, 4 inches down. We're going to create a new document. As we go through this, first thing I want to do is create this as inches. So click on the inches. It is going to be a landscape format. Also make sure that it is 8.5 by 11 letter size. That's pretty standard. Unclick facing pages, primary text frame. And the size of this will be 1/4 inch across the top, 1/4 inch across the bottom, and then 0.5 left and 0.5 on the right. This is all outlined in your project file for the project. Move that out of the way. I don't need that right now. And if you notice, here's my 1/4 inch here, and down here, half and side to side. And then I'm going to delete the existing text frame. I'm not putting text in here. For those of you that know how to do filler text, I don't want filler text. I'm just deleting this little box here, and I want to divide the page in half. So I will take from the ruler, the guide ruler, move across to the halfway point of the paper, 5.5. 5.5 times 5.5 is your 11 inches, and then the 1/4 on that. So each of these boxes is 5 by 4 inches. So I need to create some type of trim marks allocation, so I'll bring my guides out as well. Again, pull your guides on all 4 corners, because I'm going to have you create with the pen tool. Come grab the pen tool, and you're going to create a mark here. Click, click. You're going to hold down the command key, because if you don't, it's going to continue drawing a box. Command Z, Command Z, Command Z, Command Z. So I'm going to hold down the command key, click, and now my pen is ready to go again. Click, click, hold down the command key, click, come over here, click, click, hold down the command key, and I'll do my right to left, right to left, right to left. I really don't want this at, the size of this is at one point. You just hit the W on the keyboard and you'll see it, give you a preview. That's way too big. So I'll go Command A for Command All. I'm going to take this down to 0.25 and change the opacity down to about 50%. That's all I need at that. Undo the W, so I'm back in the work mode. Come over to the rectangular frame tool, little box tool here, hold down the Option key. I'm going to punch in 5 by 4 inches. And there's my first box that I can pop in a photo. I drag this over here. You can either go copy and paste and drag it over here, Command 0 to center it, or I can click and drag by holding the Shift Option down and going down to the next box. I can do that as well. However you want to do that, whatever's easiest for you. So eventually what I want to do is have this allocation to pop in photos. Now, instead of doing that a whole bunch of times, I can come here to the page layout, come here to page, go to window, to page. Here's my page. And I can take this, what I've just created, make a template, drag this up into this area, and it goes master, it's the B. I'm going to hold down the Option key and click on the blue master. I'm going to rename this so I remember what it is. Flip book. I'll go OK, and then I can just continue pulling down as many of these as I desire, or I can just hit the little plus key down here as well. Then it's a simple matter of loading this. Go to the very first page of loading. I'll go get my page here, and I have 10 pages, so I'm going to get about 40 of these. Click here and go down to 40. I'm not going to do them all. I don't want to take all that time. And then I'll simply drag these out here. And when I'm ready, I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to the next page. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think I'll just leave there for right now. I'd like to go to another tutorial quickly after this to give you an idea. The only challenge that I have right now with this is that I need to scale these into the space. Notice how they're not scaled. So I can hit each page and I come up here to Object, Fit, and Fit Frame Proportional, and it will make it fit. Go to the next one, do the same thing, and that's how you'll get them to fit properly. What I'll do in the next video, I will show you how to proportionally lay those out ahead of time so that the images are already pre-sized so that you don't have to do this step. They're pre-sized at 5 by 4 inches across, and I'll do that in Photoshop as an action. I believe that's a lot smoother way of doing it. It will save you a lot of time, and you can do that. That just is something you'll want to remember. So again, I'll frame those in. When I'm all done, these would have been done now all the way down like 20 pages. And I want to save this out to the desktop as a single file. I come over here to InDesgin, go down to File, File PDF, Adobe PDF Preset, High Quality. I bring up a window. I'll call this, and I want it on the desktop so I can access it quickly. And I'll call this the Scott Free Bird. That's not how you spell bird. And then I go boom. It's going to ask me a question. Everything's fine. I go OK. And there it is out on the desktop. And when I open that, it loads it. And there's your trim marks. These are the trim marks that you'll trim against. You'll want to trim these very methodically with a very, very sharp Husky matte knife from Home Depot. Go get yourself. It's like $7, $8 for a knife. You go to the next page and you cut that page out, that page out, that page out. And all of these to put your flip book together, and that will save you all kinds of time. Okay, I hope this was helpful, and I hope to look forward to seeing you in a couple of the other demos. See ya.